You know, in an effort to improve my golf swing and attain my tour card, when I got out of college, I went to a prominent instructor, and that was back in the early 80s, and that was really the first time I ever got on videotape. And I had a very upright swing. I drove my legs, had a big high finish like Jack Nicklaus, because he was the best player at the time, and I just kind of modeled my swing after him. And so I tried then, after that lesson, to work on my swing and get my arms down and not have that sliding motion and so forth. And so I went out to the range and I started working on it. It felt different, and I thought I was really doing it. I went back the next week, and for my lesson again, I got back on the video camera, and I couldn't believe it, but my swing looked the same as it did the first time. And so since that time, I've kind of learned, and Greg Norman had a saying, you know, feel is not real. And most of us have a certain feeling of what we're doing, but when we really look on video, it really isn't what you think it is. And that really derails the lesson or the improvement process. So for me, what I had to do, and I was a pretty good athlete through college and everything, and what I had to do is I had to start using feedback and tools. So I stuck a shaft in the ground, and if I lifted, I'd bump into that thing, and so it was producing feedback. And I got a video camera, and that really, my swing really started changing dramatically, because then I knew for a fact that I wasn't reverting back to my old swing. And what would happen is by using feedback and what we call negative feedback, that is where you bump into something. And so when I started doing that and my swing started changing, that created the proper feel then. And I tell you, there was an old pro, Doug Sanders, who took that club back about down around his waist, and that's kind of what I felt like when I started changing my swing. So once again, my feel really didn't match up to the video. So once I started using feedback, my swing dramatically changed. And you know, for the last 20 years now as an instructor, I've found that people improve probably 3 times, if not more, as fast being able to use feedback, because now they know for sure that their practice is correct. And really, you know, it's not practice makes perfect, it's perfect practice that makes perfect. So rather than going to the range and kind of hoping that you're doing it and thinking that you're doing, you might visualize, you might feel something. But if you use feedback, and the Benderstik is excellent. It's as good a feedback tool as you'll ever find, easy to set up, and it's perfect for providing feedback to know that you're doing the correction properly. And so, in my opinion, if you're not using feedback while you're practicing, you're basically wasting your time or just getting exercise, because you're leaving way too much for chance.